We will reflect upon that. You know, we said this will be a very big game after we win it. You know, we didn't want to put too much going into it, but it said in the locker room before the game, this game's going to be about possessions and toughness. You know, one possession of toughness at a time, and the kind of toughness that we needed, like executing our plays, setting the screen, knowing the scout. And then afterwards, we'll reflect on what a big win it is for us. And I thought that was great. I don't think during the game when we got the 9-point lead, the kids were even considering, oh my God, we can beat Georgia. Like, it wasn't like that. It was just possession, possession, possession. Really, really good focus. That's a great win for us. It's a great win.
How great is it?
You know what? I think because Georgetown had played such a tough schedule, and, you know, I'll be honest with you, you know what they've gone up against, and then you think to yourself, gosh, do I have my team prepared for this? You know, they've played Tennessee, Wake Forest, Maryland. You know, we'll play all those teams too. We're going to play Wake, Maryland. You know, we play the same schedule, but it's later. So they played tough early, and I didn't know if we'd be ready for this, just the physicality of the game. Obviously, they beasted us on the boards, and that kind of comes out. You know, we've been getting rebounds whatever we wanted, and I think that's the only thing I saw. We're ready for everything else except that rebounding. We hadn't been challenged enough on the glass in our preseason games so far, and that showed up tonight. But other than that, kids were fresh, they were confident. Great contributions from our freshmen off the bench, Crystal Saunders and Mariah Brown, that were huge. Chanel Williams, 6 minutes in that first half, gave us a ton. So those kids getting confident, we needed that in order to win this game.
I noticed you went with Crystal at the end there. Why was that, and what did you say?
I mean, Steph was playing great. Chris was playing great. They get hot, and you kind of stick with them. So we you know, they're both great shooters, and it's kind of a flow thing. And we just had a rotation, and we just stayed with Chris. But I mean, Steph is just great too. I mean, I'm blessed. I have a lot to work with out there.
Stephanie, how did you feel tonight? You had a season high in points, and you're hitting some shots.
I felt great. I mean, we all had a great game, I think. I mean, yeah,
It was a lot of fun.
What does it mean to win this game to you?
Statement. Can't sleep on it. Like we're here. Like Coach said, well, she didn't bring us here to be CISA. Like we prepare for games like this.
Do you feel you should be ranked now?
I don't know what to answer that.
Coach?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you're the number 12 team in the country, and you know, at least we should get some votes. I mean, I think so. I mean, I think, you know, we don't get caught up in that, it doesn't matter. But you can't deny what just happened out there on the court, and you can't deny it wasn't. You know, that's a huge win against a team that has beaten some very, very good programs. So I think you've got to at least, you know, talk about Miami as a top 25 team now.
Katie, when she hit that shot to send it into OT,
Yeah.
What's going through your mind at that moment?
Something you can't print. For sure. You know, Shanice, the matchup, the size, you know, we're happy with that matchup. We switched out, we're happy with that. Didn't think she'd shoot over Shanice, and she didn't. She got her in the air, and Steph, she's a big-time player. You know, in retrospect, we could have fouled on the floor there, maybe not even giving them a look at the three. But when you saw the matchup coming out, you know, you got Shanice Johnson on sugar. Okay, I think Shanice got her back with the three, though, in overtime. And like I said, the huddle, when I went to the overtime huddle, and I met with the coaches, and you know, we were a little frustrated that we didn't execute that play right. I come to the bench, and my kids are smiling. You know, not mad, not frustrated. Mo's like, wow, you know, we thought we could have a shot at the end of regulation. We liked the shot we got, you know. So we weren't like, oh no, this is horrible, whatever. It was like, okay, they hit a big time shot, and we almost hit exactly what we wanted. So it was great execution by both teams. So there wasn't this negative, you know, downer feeling. It was like, okay, well, we get to play some more. 5 more minutes, let's go, you know. And I thought that was great. And that came from the team. They were smiling and ready to take care of business. We started the second half very businesslike, and we started overtime very businesslike. And this team, you know, I've tried for 5.5 years now to get just passion and energy and all that. Now that's here with this team. This team's passionate, they're energetic, but they're very businesslike when it comes to winning basketball games. And I love this team. I really do.
What did you try to do? Because their defense came in here with a lot of stats. So what did you try to do to attack them? They play what, a 3-2 zone?
Yeah, you know, they switched it up. They played a 3-2 and they played a 1-3-1, and that got us a little bit in that when we got flat and they plugged up the middle on us. They didn't, you know, we were getting real success cutting middle, and they took that away from us. So they made an adjustment there. For us, you know, we always do a how to beat section when we're scouting. So we say what the other team does, and then we just throw all the scout out the window and say, well, how are we going to beat them? and you show what can be successful against them. And then at the end, it was just like showing us, be Miami, and what we thought we ran very well, we could get against them. You know, they gave up 51 points a game, and we dropped 81 on them because we were just Miami. We weren't going to overreact to what Georgetown did, and we were going to beat them by being Miami. And I thought that, you know, they pick and choose when she's going to attack. At halftime, we talked about how we thought Steph and Chris were really, really open in the first half, and Bay and Mo had the ball a little bit too much. And we're trying to attack a little bit too much. We felt like they were giving our corner threes for Steph and Chris. And coming out the second half, big-time players make big-time adjustments, and Bay and Mo made the adjustments. And I don't know the stats, but Steph and Chris, most of their threes were in the second half, right?
Yeah, second half boxing.
Yeah. And they were huge. They were big.
That said, though, yesterday you were saying, you know, we're probably not going to be able to score 81 on that.
Well,
you know?
to be fair, we only had
right.
we only had 68 in regulation. We scored 13 in overtime.
68 in regulation.
Maybe that's why we went overtime, Michelle.
That's right, so you could get up to your average.
Riquna, you and Stefanie, good free throw shooters. Sylvia Bullock, not known for that, but she had 2 big free throws. What do you have to say about Sylvia? I know you all work on them all the time. What do you have to say about that?
I always talk to her before all of her free throws in the game. She come to me and like, babe, talk to me, and I just say like, Sil, just soft, calm. What Coach normally tell me when I'm shooting a 3, like soft, relaxed, smooth, and like it works for her. So I'm always behind her. If you look, when she's shooting a free throw, I'm there behind her, like talking to her.
That was huge.
And Katie, Crystal Saunders, I know you mentioned her a little bit earlier, but how big were those threes and the free throws? And the free throws too?
Yeah, you know, it's great because, you know, we can, I thought that rebounding over the back call, she was in there fighting, and, you know, whatever the call was, but it got Chris to the line, and you're a freshman, and that's a big-time spot to be in. But we've been kind of waiting for her to sort of, she was playing with a lot of toughness, and I thought that really helped. And, you know, what's funny is I think Chris and Steph find each other really, really well as well. And because they know each other's game so well, they have the same mentality. So they were connected too as well. So it was big.
Stefanie, the team kind of been struggling before this game from the three-point line, and you all shot really well there today. 10 threes, season high. What do you have to say about the three-point shooting today?
I mean, you just, as a shooter, you have to stay confident and just trust yourself, and that's what we did. This week we've been getting up more shots, so yeah, this is the result, I guess. So yeah, just gotta keep shooting.
I think this is the first game where we've had less field goal attempts than the opponent. Am I right there?
Yes.
Probably. You know, that for us only to put up 62 shots, but I thought we got to the line really, really well. And that was the difference in the game.
What do you do now?
They need to rest and study. They need to rest and study, and then you know, we need to be understanding. And then we'll crank up again for Alcorn coming out the end of the week.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.